Welcome back, guys. This is Mr. Kumar, and let us start this video. Today, we are going to talk about the deletion. So, in the array, we have to delete an element, right? So, let's see if first do let some paperwork and then.
So guys, to delete a element, first of all you need a array, right? So here suppose I will declare a array of maximum size 10 elements of integer data type, and here the array has been declared. Now I have to take size from the user, which I will store, let's say the size is equal to 5. So now the user will enter 5 elements. So the 5 elements will be like 1 2 4 3 5, and these are the 5 elements, right? So what is the index of this? 0 1 2 3 4. And now I have to delete an element. So to delete an element, I have to ask the user that on which position he has to delete the element, right? So now I will ask the user to enter the position on which he want to delete the element. So now suppose he will give the position as 3. So this is the third position. See, this is the first, second, third, fourth and fifth. So this is the third position on which the user want to delete the element. So if he enter the position 3, so now what I have to do is, see, I'm just representing the array in horizontal way so that it could be easier to understand. So there are 5 elements, right? 1 2 3 and 4 5. So these are the 5 elements. The first element is 1 2 4 3 and 5. So now the position which he has entered is 3. So 3 means this position, and this position is containing the index 2, right? So now what I have to do is I have to run the for loop from here, from the index 2. And now what I have to do is the next element, whatever the next element is, I have to shift this element into leftwards. Or if it is vertical array, if you are representing a vertical array, then you have to shift the next term into the upward side, right? So here I have to shift this element into left side, and then the next, then I plus plus will be happen, right? Increment. So it will increment it, and then or plus plus means the control will be here. So now what I have to do is I have to shift the another element into the previous one, right? So here it would be 3 and it would be 5. So here now this is the extra element, right? We don't want it, so we have to decrement it. We have to decrement the size, which is size is equal to size minus 1, or you can write size minus minus simply. So it will decrement size value by 1. So now the final array would be containing only 4 values, which is nothing but 1 2 and here 3 and just 5. So this will be the final array. So let us do this in our programming.
So, to implement the array creation, I have taken here three functions. First one is array creation, where I have created the array by taking size from the user and by scanning the array elements through pointer arithmetic. And then in the second function, I'm doing the deletion, which I will do in the runtime, and I will tell you what happens there. And the third function is printing the array. So this is just I'm using for loop and printing the array elements one by one. We're using pointer arithmetic. So in the main function, I'll be calling these three functions and return a value into the main. So come on. To delete element, I have created an array. So to delete element, I want now the position, right? So let us declare the variable position. And now let's ask the user that in which position he want to delete the array, right? We don't know that user whether he knows about the index or not. So we just enter the what position. So we have to do position minus one to get the index, right? And now we have got the position. So now what we have to do is we have to run a for loop from the position, and in the inside the for loop, what we have to do is we have to shift the next element into the current element, right? And we have to keep shifting until the elements become empty. So let's do it. So here I have declared the variable I in the global section because I'm using the variable I inside the for loop in the array creation function and also in the deletion function and also in the print array function. Size variable which I also want in which I'm also using in three functions, both three functions. That's why I have declared it. And to do operations with array, I have to declare the array globally because I am accessing the array in the array creation function and the deletion function and both in the print array function. That's why I have declared it globally so that I can access it throughout the functions, all the functions. So now I have to start a for loop from position -1. This is the index, right? And the for loop will run until size -1. So I less than size, that means size -1. If you can also write it in this way, less than equal to size -1, right? So now I will be implemented here, and here what I'm doing is a of I means the currently element, right? So now what I have to do is I have to shift the next element into the current element, and it will happen until the array becomes empty, right? Until the last element, right? So what I'm doing is I'm shifting the this is a of I and this is a of I plus 1, which means the next element. So I'm shifting the next element into the previous element, into the current element, right? And I have keep shifting it until the array becomes empty. And then what I have to do is I have to minus this size because first the array size would have been 5. So user had entered 5 elements. Then he had deleted element. Then the size would become 4, right? And that is the whole process. And here we have called this function in main function, created an array, deleted an element, and printing the element after the deletion, right? So let's run the code and check. Let's give the array set 5, and we would have to enter the 5 elements. So now let's say I have to remove the element 4, which is in the position 3. I'm not talking about the index, it's the position. See, 1 is in first position, 2 is in second position, and 4 is in third position. So I have to remove the element 4, which is in third position. So I'm entering the position. And now after deleting the element, the array is 1, 2, 3, 5. That means 4 has been successfully deleted from the array. And after deletion, I am just printing this array. So that's what the program is, guys. If you have any queries or questions related to this video, please let me know. Have a nice day. Bye.